No, thank you.
Give us an update on D'Angelo Hall's toe.
Yeah, he had x-rays yesterday and it came back negative. He should be day-to-day. We'll see how he is for Thursday's game. Possibility he plays, yeah. I think they collided feet, but it's nothing major.
Okay.
Well, if you can, I guess, because this is the last day here, just kind of sum up how you felt camp went, and are there one or two things that you felt were accomplished more than something else?
I think, first of all, camp went very well. I think we got a lot accomplished. I think we got a lot of young guys, some quality repetitions, and learned a lot of football, learned a lot about our guys, the way they competed every day. Despite being hot and tired and sore, they came out every day and competed, worked. Didn't have one guy late to any meetings at the hotel. It was a great experience all the way around. A lot of coaching going on, a lot of guys competing, like I said. So I think overall it was a great experience, and I think we came together a little bit more as a football team. That's what you want to get out of these camps is, you want to get obviously better fundamentally and get your scheme taught and find out your best players. And then obviously you want to come together as a football team, and I think we did that.
Jay, what can you tell us about DJ Williams? He seems a little bit more polished than the other guys you got out there.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit more experienced. He's obviously spent some time with some organizations that are run similar type offenses as we do with terminology, so I think his transition will be a little bit smoother. But today's the first time I saw him, so we'll see when we get back.
Coach, over here on the back, second year you had the joint practices here at camp. Would you be inclined to having another joint practice next year during camp?
Yeah, absolutely. If we can get it done, I'd love to. I think it's a great experience. Obviously, like I said before, I think the third day we'd go in shorts or just have two practices in pads and then break up. But I think it's a great experience, man. When you can go against another front, another coverage, another team to kind of see where you're at, I think it's very, very important. It's good for the quarterbacks. You control the situations, red zone 2-minute, all that stuff, third downs. It was good.
It seemed to me maybe camp this year was a little less physical than last year. You didn't do like the one-on-one tackling, some other things you did last year. Was that a plan going in, or is that more a reaction to, the condition of the team, injuries, things like that?
Both. We did some of the one-on-one tacklings, just not as much as we did last year. We had some guys banged up in the secondary was really the main part of it. And we couldn't afford to lose anybody else. We wouldn't have bodies to practice, and obviously at tight end too. So both had something to do with it. But we got enough, I think, in.
Can you wrap up the camp for the quarterbacks, and specifically Robert, what has he accomplished in these 3 weeks? What are you seeing from him?
Well, he's learning every day, and that's what everybody's doing. Every day, every rep is a different rep against a different coverage with a different play call. So every time he calls a play against a different defense, he's got to react. He's got to make a read and deliver the ball accurately in the passing game, and he's done that, and he just continued to grow. And that's all we can ask. Kirk, Colt, Robert, all three of them have done a nice job. They've taken their lumps from time to time. We've coached them up, and they've gotten better, I think, as a result. So I'm happy with the progress. But obviously, there's a lot of work to do.
How's Jamison Crowder's progress, and is there a chance he could play?
He's probably going to be out. We'll keep him out. I want to make sure he gets a couple good practices before we put him on the field in a game situation. So, but he's coming along good.
Where do things stand with Jackson, and any idea of when he might be back practicing?
Yeah, same thing. He's going to be out for this game, and we're hoping that he'll start to slowly work his way back into practice after the Detroit game and maybe play preseason game number 3. We'll see, though. But he's got almost full range of motion back, and he's feeling pretty good.
Jay, I know he's back out there, but how much we talk so much about strong safety and the battle there going into camp, Jaron Johnson's injury, and now getting back on the field. Is he still in the mix there to be a starter, or how do you look at that position?
Well, I think everybody's in the mix to be a starter, until the preseason's over with and we play Miami. We don't know exactly who our starters are going to be anywhere. We have a depth chart, like I said, that means pretty much nothing. We just all coming out here and competing, and he's in the mix at strong safety, no question. Duke's done an excellent job, though. He's done a really good job. Duke brings a lot of energy back there, but Johnson is definitely in the mix.
What are you not pleased about after camp? Something you had hoped to get accomplished you didn't, or a part of the team that you wish looked a little better at this point?
Not really. There's a lot of circumstances you can't control, like the injuries. That's the only thing. I just wish we didn't have as many of the nagging little hamstrings and little ankles and the calves and the obliques, and we got one that I never heard of Will Compton. I don't even know what that injury is. What's that? Do you know? I don't know what that injury is, but that's the one thing you hate to have happen. But every team goes through it, man. It's a physical day out here, and you're going to have those. But that's the only thing you regret, just the chance for our secondary to really gel with Breland and Emerson and D. Hall missing some time. I thought that was a very important time for us. This was an important time for them to do that. That's the one thing that I'm not happy about, but we can't control that. Otherwise, it's been a pretty smooth deal, and I liked it.
Jay, what's your level of satisfaction with Andre Roberts on returns specifically, and do you consider that an open competition underway now for that?
Well, I think
that role?
before Jameson got hurt, he was pushing the envelope quite a bit. He was doing a great job of fielding them, and we'll have to wait and see how he does in a game situation. But that is an open competition. Andre obviously fumbled in the last game, but he was pretty. He wasn't dynamic for us last year, but he was consistent. He caught all the punts and did some good things. So we have some good options. Chris Thompson tried it, misjudged one, but he's got some quickness. Trey's been back there a little bit. Ross has been back there a little bit. So that's an ongoing thing, but we really want to see Jameson when he gets healthy, see how he does.
You guys hope that changing strength coach would lead to a more durable, guys, and you still have these injuries. Is that just something that happens you're figuring now, or is there any correlation to switching over to a new program and bodies not being used?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they're just, unfortunate deals. I'm happy with the way our team has worked with Coach Clark, no question about it. And we'll look into why and when they happened and try to do some more research on that in the offseason. But for the most part, we have a lot of healthy guys that have really progressed well. They've gotten stronger. I feel like they got more juice. So I'm happy with the weight program. We just got to get the guys that are injured healthy.
Robert came in with Andrew Luck and Russell Wilson and was dynamic his first year. They have sort of really ascended, taken off. Do you see Robert getting back to where he was and getting onto the level with those guys?
Oh, that's the goal. That is the intent. We got to get them. First of all, we got to keep them on the field. We got to keep them healthy. Every time you get injured, unfortunately, you not only obviously miss an opportunity to get better, but you miss the repetitions, both in the meeting room and the practice field, and obviously on game day. So that slows down your process a little bit more as your development's concerned. So number one objective, we got to keep them healthy, keep them upright, and then just see how he steadily progresses throughout this year. All right, thank you, guys.